Welcome back to our Sunday morning conversation. This week, our guest, Chris Doughty, one of the two, so far at least, Republican candidates for governor. And Chris, just a little more politics before we delve back into some policy here. In a statement on the day you entered the race, Jeff Deal, your opponent, said, quote, "I'm confident Massachusetts Republicans will not support a candidate who admits he voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016, end quote. Meanwhile, I've talked to people who've told me your vote to re-elect then President Trump in 2020 is a disqualifier for them." Quick response to both camps, please.
Well, I've taken flack from a lot of people over that. I'm a businessman. I come from the outside. I'm not beholden to any political machines. Like so many citizens, I voted who I thought would make sense at the time. So, yeah, I stand by my record. And, I think it's important for candidates to be genuine, and to be honest and not to change. So,
well, after what you've seen from Joe Biden in the first year, would you vote for Donald Trump again if the election were now?
Well, I'm very focused on this race, and that one's a long time from now, but I would vote along the party lines.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about public education. What's the single most pressing thing you'd like to change about the public education status quo in Massachusetts?
Well, this is a good business problem, really. If you think about it, it's something that a governor should be very involved with. And I think there's measurements that as a governor I would look at, one of which is parent satisfaction. How satisfied are the parents with the education of each child? I also think with our children, each one is unique. It's one by one. And sometimes in politics, we speak about it in very general, broad ways. I mean, I've had children that were very gifted that became very bored in our public schools. And I've also had other children that needed support and help along the way. So I think as governor, I would look at it as the individual needs of the children and work my way backwards. I would come up with some good, clear measurables to see how we're doing in our state in terms of the education and the satisfaction of our parents.
Well, we have the MCAS test. Are you for keeping that or trying something else?
I think that's one way to measure schools. I don't think it's the only way. I really think that we've put a lot of calories on the MCAS and a lot of focus there, but I think we should also make sure that we're not kind of losing sight of the individual needs of each child, which is really how education should be. It's starting with the needs of each child and kind of working our way backwards to make sure that we're satisfying their needs and helping them progress in their lives.
Let's take our final minute here just to get back to the Republican Party, because your first big obstacle is going to be at the Republican convention coming up in a couple months. The party's in bad shape in terms of a recent electoral track record. What's your plan to rebuild the party, and would the current chairman, Jim Lyons, be part of your plan?
Well, I've been traveling around the state with Leslie to meet with all the Republicans in the town committees, and I am hearing that they're just welcoming of a candidate like myself, someone that's an outsider, someone that can bring some new perspective in, that can build unity, that people can rally behind. I was up in the great city of Lowell the other day, and I was out. Leslie and I were out shaking hands, and this man came up to me and said, "Hey, aren't you that common sense businessman that just got into the race?" I said, "Yeah, that's me, the practical, common sense businessman that's in the race." And he goes, "You have my vote." And I think that sort of captures maybe where I am, is just the common sense outsider businessman that's gotten into the race, that brings competency and brings skills, that brings sort of focus and the ability to bring teams together. So I think that we'll see a change. I think we'll see the party start to come together and rally behind a candidate and carry a conservative message. I think there are more people that are conservative in our state than we give ourselves credit for, because I hear it from so many corners of our state of people saying, "Oh, thank goodness that we have a common sense businessman in the race now."
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to have to leave it there. Our time is up. Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck to you. And